Welcome to the Big Bad Marketing Podcast. I'm Janae.
And I'm Brooke, and this is a big bad bonus episode. Whoop, whoop. Episode 25.5, things to avoid as you grow and scale your business that definitely won't wow your customers. So in episode 25, we covered 9 things you can do to consistently create those wow experiences for your ideal customers. Now we want to talk about the things you definitely want to avoid.
What not to do.
And we've seen a lot of this firsthand. And as we talk through this, you might have experiences that are coming to mind for you as well that you're like, oh, yeah, that was sort of a major turnoff when that company did that. I was done.
Yeah, if that happens, go ahead and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear about some foible experiences or things that really turned you off. You don't have to give any names, but the idea is to understand like what's actually happening in the wild that makes you not want to work with or engage with a particular company.
Yeah. All right. So the first thing, don't let quality slip as you scale your own team. So we see this a lot, especially with businesses that decide to hire quickly because their business grows rapidly. They've got to bring on a lot of people, and then they sort of lose that core understanding of what the business is and does. And then you've got a bunch of people who are brand new, who are trying to support customers, and it doesn't always play. So, what are some of the things that you can do to sort of ensure that quality as your team grows?
For big bad marketing, the key answer is build sustainably. That's what we're all about. And that's what we promote to everyone we work with and all of you who are listening. Build slow and steady so that that's not the kind of problem you're running into. It's easy to get like dollar sign eyeballs, like a cartoon, right? When you see, oh, it's time to scale, we can do it. And that's fine. You should totally scale when you're ready, but do so moving with conscious movements versus jumping the gun and then having to go back and repair all these issues later, or worse, like going out of business because you can't keep up because all of a sudden your quality went straight downhill and plummeted.
Yeah, and I think it's all about putting systems in place, right? Like make sure that everyone gets on the same page and stays there. And that might mean training new employees, but also having documentation available. That's, this is how we do things here. This is the way that our business operates. We greet everyone by name when they walk in the door to the gym. At our boutique, this is how we fold the merchandise to create that consistent experience when someone walks in. Like, ensure that there are these systems in place and you've built them in such a way that everyone knows this is just how we do things.
And this goes back to in episode 25, we talk a lot about how happy employees will help you create a happy customer experience. And this is a perfect opportunity for that. As you build up your employees, they're going to be happy to work there. They're going to be happy to deliver a wow experience. So, this is the chance as you scale to really showcase and drive that home. What are your values in your business, and how can you help your employees understand them and connect to them as well?
Yeah. All right, Janae. Number 2.
Don't lose focus on your existing customers while you're trying to find new ones. So this happens all too often, especially in large scale companies, but I think just across the boards is we pull in customers, things are going great, we're doing quality work, everything's fine, and then we get really excited about bringing in more customers, whether that means you're trying out new marketing methods or a sudden influx of people is just coming in and you don't have the focus or the energy or the resources to keep your existing customers happy. What's going to happen when that is the case? Everything is going to go down. You're going to lose those customers you already had, and they're going to have bad things to say about your company. So the new ones are going to go running.
Yeah. And this happens a lot, especially when we, as business owners, sort of get into that desperation mindset of like, I have to earn more money. I have to grow the business. I have to find these new customers. And it most of the time is the existing customers that suffer. And a lot of times when you're a new business, those are your biggest advocates, right? Like those are the people who took a chance on you when you were new, when you were just starting out. Those are your believers. And so if you take your eye off of them, that can really have negative implications for reviews, testimonials, and all these things that you could potentially lose if you lose those early adopter customers.
Yes. And we've mentioned this before too, but it's perfectly fine to tell people the truth, to be transparent, especially if it means showcasing the holistic value that you have for your customers. So, suppose you're working on a proposal, but you're not going to be able to get it out the door for another week or two because you're servicing existing clients. I think that's very reasonable to tell someone, hey, I'm really excited about the momentum we have and the progress. I can't wait to work with you. I'm going to build this proposal out, and here's the date that you can expect it. In the meantime, I have, current customers that I want to make sure I deliver those quality and do a really good job with that, because quality for our customers is our number one. And that helps them feel confident that when they become the customer, you're going to deliver that quality for them too.
Oh, yeah. Great point.
It's the same as like, don't hustle and rush to close a deal or make a sale when you're not even ready to do that, because the same thing's going to happen. Then they're going to sign on. You're not ready. You can't do a good job. And then they're just going to fall off. So it's okay to say no. It's okay to set clear expectations of timelines, and don't overpromise and underdeliver, but rather tell them, I need 2 weeks to turn around your proposal, and then turn it around in 1 week, right? Buy yourself a little extra time at the outset versus coming in late and asking for more time, especially at the proposal period when everything's like, oh, are we going to work together? We don't know what's going to happen. Oh my God.
It's like the dating, the honeymoon period, if you will. Everything is
Yes.
wonderful. But yeah, I mean, truly, and it is all about setting expectations. And how many times in a prior life did we see people overpromise and say, sure, I'll get that to you tomorrow. And then you go to the person who's actually doing it and you're like, wait, I can't do that until next week. But they've already told the customer. And then it sort of creates this, you know, urgent, urgent, urgent red lights everywhere. And you've got to get this done. But it's like, if we just give ourselves the buffer, people understand, they appreciate that. And to your point, a prospective customer, especially, wants to know that they're going to be treated well and cared for when they become your customer.
Yes. All of this is making me think like there is no way you're getting a wow from that customer if you overpromise, underdeliver, like can't actually do the thing you promise. It's
Yeah,
just going to be more like a yuck.
definitely. All right. So, number three, this is something that we do see again when businesses are trying to scale, and that's trying to squeeze a customer into the box of your ideal customer. So, once you've decided to serve a certain segment or market of people, if you are not getting enough traction from that group of people, you might then try to look outside at other opportunities. So, say you are a landscaper and you've served people in this certain community, huge community, they've got this certain type of grass. And then on the other side of the road, there are other neighborhoods, but their grass is really sandy and you're not 100% sure about managing it. I don't know where I'm going with this. It felt like a good analogy at the time, but then you're trying to then put people in that community into your ideal customer box, but you don't know anything about their grass, Janae.
Ah, okay. I got you. The grass is always greener, I think is where you're going.
Maybe, who knows? But don't be afraid to tell a customer that they're not the right fit for your business. So, again, with the setting expectations, someone is going to be way more receptive to, hey, I don't think we're a fit to work together for XYZ reason, but let me refer you to someone else, someone who's familiar with your sandy type of grass.
Sure. Or what I love about this, it's coming to mind as you're saying that, is like, listen, I'm not as familiar with your sandy grass. So I want you to know that at the outset. I'm still happy to work together, and I'll do the research, and we can both use this as a learning opportunity, but I just want you to know this isn't what we specialize in here at my non-sand landscape company.
So we could also use a real example because this happened for us in the past couple
Yeah,
weeks where
we're
we
making
had a customer that was referred to us who scheduled a meeting, and in that meeting description, they sent along some questions for a service that we here at Big Bad Marketing just don't specialize in. So we reached out and said, hey, we would still be happy to talk to you about ABC. These are our areas of expertise. But if all you're concerned about is F, then we'd like to refer you to this person who has expertise in F. And so we did that, and everything was great. And they totally understood and said, okay, yep, totally makes sense. Thanks for letting me know. This is all I'm concerned with. So if you can't help me, let's not waste everybody's time. Bam. Easy
Yeah,
enough.
bam. Wow. That example was much more aligned, I think, than the sand one, but I really want to give you some points for creativity on that one.
I just was thinking of a business. You
Yeah,
landscapers,
no, you
you.
gotta pull it. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So last one here is a, a way that you're definitely not going to wow people is by not implementing customer loyalty or gratitude thank you messages because you're not ready to do that and you don't have all the systems in place and you're overwhelming yourself with trying to make everything you do perfect. So you never get to actually implementing any systems that are going to help you wow people.
Yeah. I think this one is just really about done is better than perfect. And you can start doing certain things to wow your customers, even if it's not great, especially when you're a new business. Take advantage of that. Say, hey, I'm still getting my loyalty program up and running. What do you think about this? Like, it's okay to ask people what they think about the earliest iterations of the things that you're trying to do to wow your customers. So ask for feedback, but don't be afraid to try things just because they're not, 100%.
Yeah. And I think for us, we're using each of these opportunities as they come up. So we're like brainstorming ways to wow people. And then as those moments approach, we don't have systems in place. Like we're figuring it out as we go. So we're like, hey, this is a great time. Let's build out that thanks for your referral letter right now. And that's how it happens. It doesn't happen by like we talked about in our business plan episode, right? It doesn't happen because you made this whole big business plan Bible, a year ago or 6 months ago or whatever, and you already wrote your thank you note, right? Like it happens as it happens.
Yep. Constantly iterating, forever making changes, adapting to what needs to be adapted to in the moment. That's the reality for many small business owners.
Yeah. And now is the perfect time to take steps, make changes, do things. So if you have not yet been implementing wow stuff, start now. And if you are doing things that aren't going to wow your people, now is the perfect time to see that and make changes. Go from
Absolutely.
oh to wow.
Wow or guau. Ja, 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 ja. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this big bad bonus episode.
Bye.
Bye.